I'm Steve, and this is CC Garage. Hello YouTube and welcome back. Well, on the last episode we cut down the bed floor. So today we're out here. We got the bed floor out of the way. It's sitting over on the frame, but we got the bed sides we got cut down. So there's one side, two sides. We got this one up on jack stands right now, so that way it'll be easier to measure out and stuff. Sawhorses would work too, but we got to take, right here's the tail light. We got to take out 8 inches back here. And then on the other side, we got to take out 12 inches. So I'm hoping back here when we take out the 8 inches, I can do something to pop this dent out. And then we still got to figure out a way we can scrape off this melted tarp. But hopefully I can just get a scraper, a razor blade, and hopefully a lot of it will just pop off so I don't have to worry about trying to sand it down when we're getting ready for paint, which is a long ways away, but it would be nice to get it off cleaned up. But at the same point, it'd be kind of cool to leave it on there for the first couple shows I take it to kind of tell the backstory behind the truck. But let me get my tape measure and my markers and stuff, and we will set the camera up, or I might just wear it, and we will get this marked out so we can chop it up and put it back together. Stay tuned. So we're gonna come down here, we're gonna make our marks. We got to cut out 12 inches out of this side, so come in about, say, 6 inches. Make a mark. Come down here, do the same thing, 6 inches. And then come over to, see, 12 plus 6 would be 18. So come over to 18 inches. Make a mark. Same thing down here, 18 inches, make a mark. And I have painter's tape I'm going to try to lay out. We'll see if that works. Actually, I'll make a couple more marks. We use our painter's tape to give us a nice, even, straight line. I already went ahead and pulled off the tape and drew my line, so that way I don't have to stop halfway through. So after I cut the side off, I ended up clamping it back on. It's pretty close to being lined up. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the welder, throw a nice heavy tack up here, probably right here, and then I'll go ahead and start tapping, get stuff lined up to where it should be, and then we can start welding. So what I got here is butt welding clamps. Stick this between the metal, and then this goes behind the metal. You tighten this, it makes it nice and even. See if I can actually get these to work. What I'm gonna do now, I got my angle grinder. I'm gonna follow the edge right there so I get a nice even gap. And then none of this will be overlapping from when the Sawzall cut uneven. But that'll all get opened up, and then I can make a really nice butt weld.
All right.
So we already did the front. That's all welding stuff. Now we got to cut our 8 inches out of the back. So we laid out a straight edge right here real quick, and we're just gonna take our Sharpie and make a couple lines, and then we will go ahead and put another piece of tape so we can trace a line. I'm Steve, and we are not trained professionals. Fun part is this inside, you're just gonna want to flop around like that.
Yeah, well, not to mention when you get up here, it's just gonna want to fall down.
Craftsman warranty their clamps too. This one's a little.
Probably, you can try.
Took that ratchet back. They're like, oh, or I walked in, I'm like, you guys warranty your hand ratchets? She's like, yep. She's like, just go find one on the shelf and bring it up here, we'll swap it out. Okay, cool. So, I go look for one. All the cheap ratchets are gone. Basic ratchet is $25. They had these little gift sets. There was like 15 sockets in there with the ratchet for the same exact price. So I took that up there. I'm like, this is the same price. She's like, well, we can't give you that. So she pulled the ratchet out, swapped that. And she's like, oh, we have to mark this down for price. Well, it's the same price.
I know, it's scary. Ow, it bit me. Well, that's the end result of what we don't need.
It actually came apart. And there's the 6 o'clock.
We think that that's probably undercoating, or was at one point.
Soundproofing, maybe. Hush, Lena. That's opposite of hush.
And now that is going on the end of that.
So what we'll do is we'll clamp it on there, and then we'll go ahead and fix our gaps. We'll run the angle grinder through here just to make everything even. I said it earlier in the video, I just haven't done it yet. But go through and feel for any spots where the blade bent the metal up. Like right here's one. Go ahead and tuck it back down. Go ahead and do the same thing on this. This one, quite a bit worse right here. We got most of this all lined up, and then right here it starts overlapping, so we're just going to take our cutoff wheel, open that up, we'll clamp it back here, and then we will finish welding that after we... Bentley, say hi.
Hi, today.
But we're going to use our flap wheel. This is 120 grit, works pretty good. We'll clean that up, and then we will weld it. So. That's pretty much it for cutting down the sides. I went through, I ground down a bunch more of my welds. So I had to do the same thing over here. I had a patch, a rust hole right there I found. But that's it for this video, so stay tuned for updates.